Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angels in Action. I'm so sorry we got stormed out last night, big time. The tin roof was so loud, you guys would not have been able to hear me. So here we are today, instead, back with Angels in Action. I want to welcome you all, and when you log on, please let me know. Well, say hello, first of all, and let me know where you are listening from. We have people joining us from all over the world, and it's always fun to know where you all are listening from and get to know you a little bit. I'm going to take the first few minutes, as always, while we're letting people load in to introduce myself for those of you who don't know who I am, and to help us set the ambiance. This is a sacred hour with spirit, just like we have on Friday with Furball Friday, just like we have Wednesday with lessons, learning, and readings with Larkin. This is also a sacred hour with spirit, okay? So I invite you to get your candles lit, get your crystals lined up, get your incense, which I'm going to light right here. I think today, how about we do a little jasmine today, since we have this green theme going on. I also have black cherry and black orchid. You guys probably, if you listen to me, you know that Ganeshi is my favorite. It's inexpensive, it's good, pure ingredients, and it smells amazing. They're nice big sticks that last a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and light a jasmine while we're waiting for people to log in. But there's more to setting the ambiance for yourself for an hour with spirit. I invite you all to bring a drink or something with you. I have root beer today. I usually have 3 or 4 drinks with me. And let me get my kitten off the table. Come here, little one. This is Tangelo. And he's all over everything. And he's probably going to be joining us a lot today. Mwah. All right, off you go. He does not understand don't be on the table. So anyway, this is important, guys, to take this time, not just when you're at a reading with me, but whenever you're going to have a sacred spiritual hour or time with yourself, or, whatever you're doing, if you're sitting on somebody else's readings, or you're going to have a reading, if you're having a little prayer session, whatever it is you're doing is really, you're going to have to go upstairs. Uh-oh. No. It's really important. He doesn't normally do this. Okay. All right. Angelo. No. All right. One more time and you're going upstairs because I can't have you knocking over flowers. Okay. See what he does, guys. Nope. Get down. Oh my gosh. He's got my scarf. Sorry, guys. He's been so good. I did not expect this to happen. My apologies. So he'll get back up there. You watch. So anyway, it's important that you guys leave your burdens at the door. It is important that you leave your baggage at the door, and you at least give yourself this opportunity to have this sacred hour. Okay. So whatever it is, I'm going to say hi to you guys. Whatever it is you guys have to do to make sure you come in here light, open, and ready to receive, you could shift into that now. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Kaweezy. Welcome. LSCGs, welcome. Let's see here. Sure I didn't miss anybody. We have Kira Jade. Good to see you again. Tanaya Boyd. Beautiful name. England. Yay. I am well, Crystal. Thank you. Great. Thank you guys for saying hello and sharing where you are. I haven't shared where I am. I am in Ohio in the United States. And I lived in Scotland for 4 years. So I got to travel throughout the UK and all of Europe for very easily from over there. It was very special. And I really miss it over there, actually. So I love it when all of you from the UK and Western Europe pop on and say hi. Just makes me feel right at home. Okay. So we have our jasmine. Put this up here. All right. So why do I recommend that you guys bring, crystals or candles or incense and that because it really changes our senses so that our energy can shift, right? So it's important that you guys might like my little box here. It's important that we allow our energy to shift because our brain is going all the time. We have all this pressure on us, and it's really important that we use our senses because we are human. We use our senses to shift our mindset and our vibrational frequency. And it helps us sort of break that barrier so we can get unlocked from where we are. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Great to see you. All right. Hi, Tilly. Great to see you. So before we get started, guys, into readings, number one, I will go where spirit guides me. That's always what I do. So if you feel that I'm not seeing you or I'm not answering you or I'm not calling on you, oops, I have a fan on. That didn't work so well. It is just that I'm following exactly where spirit guides me because I'm here to be an interpreter for spirit. And I'm going to do exactly what spirit asked me to do. Okay. Hold on here. I have to move over here to light this because it will not let me. I have a fan going and it will not let me light my incense. So why and how is today different than what I typically do on Wednesdays or on Fridays? Sorry guys, I cannot get this lit to save my life. Hold on, I'm going to talk to you, but you're not going to see me for a second. So Furball Fridays, guys, is just specifically for animal readings and mediumship, animal wisdom, animal communication. We can talk about animal totems, things like that. Anything you want, but it is dedicated to nature and animals because they usually get the least representation. All right. That's very important. And they're a huge part of our reality. And then we have lessons in learning with Larkin. You guys know that's, general readings. That includes animals as well. Animals in nature, that's everything. And I make sure to really help provide spiritual lessons and guidance for you guys with your in-depth questions and worries and concerns, problems, that sort of thing. Okay, that's pretty intense. We do a lot of mindset guidance there as well because spirit knows that you guys have to claim your power and make the shifts. All right, so that's a very powerful one on Wednesdays. And then on Mondays, which today we're doing today because I got stormed out last night, I will bring my angel cards to Angels in Action. I don't need the cards, but you guys love the cards and the cards are fun. Angels in Action is, your spirit guides and angels are always working with you, but Angels in Action is really targeted and focusing on getting to know and working with your angels and your spirit guides, which, by the way, my next Meet Your Spirit Guides is May 30th. There's only like 3 spots left if you guys want one. So if you want one, you need to email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Did I put that in here? Oh, whoops. No, I did not. Hold on. Larkins. I didn't have it in the right spot. readings@gmail.com. And let me know that you want a spot. And then I will get back to you. It's a chance for you to get validation, get to know your spirit guides, ask them questions, get to know them more personally, and learn how they're trying to communicate with you, what they're trying to get through to you, and begin to really build and strengthen that relationship with you. Okay. Let's see here. And then, on here though, we're working with angels and spirit guides today. And I really want to help educate you guys on, as you're getting your communication and your readings from your angels, understand how to ask for their help, how to communicate with them. Sometimes they come in the form of an animal or they act through an incident or a sign or a symbol. But the angelic energy is very, very high vibrational. It's very different. Okay. It's very different. And I think it's very powerful for all of you to understand the difference between your angels, your spirit guides, and other forms of communication. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull out daily guidance cards today for us to use. And I'm going to pull out angel therapy cards for us to use today as well. Okay. I want to comment on something, and I'm going to try to be as positive as I can about this. I don't like to be negative, but I like to be very realistic. So side note, and then we'll get into readings. I know you guys are anxious to get into readings, but it's good to slow our heart rate and our nervous system so that we're open to receiving. So I stall on purpose, but there is, I think this is very important. There's a lot of information going on out there. You guys are bombarded by a lot of information. Okay. And I just want to caution you. Do not believe or go running after every little thing that you hear. Okay. If you are listening to readers or spiritual teachers and you are finding that it is creating fear in you, or you're afraid of things, it's making you nervous or worried or afraid of things, then I would not advise you go that direction, because fear is, these things you should not be afraid of what is being shared here spiritually or metaphysically. Okay. It should be a healing, soothing, encouraging, empowering, and awakening experience. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, do not believe everything that you hear. I'll get your comments in a second. I'm ignoring them for a second so I can focus on what they want me to share. Okay. The entire reason I am on here with you is because as a psychologist and a reader, I began to notice all of the misinformation going on. This is not all readers. Veronica handpicks her readers. They're the best readers I've ever met on Veronica's page. Okay. She gatekeeps and filters all that. So, everybody here, I believe, is safe and wonderful. But just be careful out in the world. There are a lot of genuine, wonderful mediums and psychics. There are phonies, of course, like there are in any arena. But it is your job to be your gatekeeper. So make sure that first and foremost, you are awakening your intuition. You are awakening your power. You are listening to people that are encouraging you to awaken and step into your power and trust your intuition, and you're learning and growing. You're not just sitting passively listening to readers. Now, I have an Awakening Your Intuition program. I work specifically on that and teach people to develop their intuition. Veronica has an amazing, amazing evidential mediumship workshop coming up. I believe it is this weekend. So please check, on her pages and on her page and the Find Me a Medium. She has it posted. And on her page, she has it posted. Sorry, the cat again. It's not very expensive. She's very authentic and she knows what she's doing. So I would highly recommend that if you are wanting to start your mediumship journey, or at least trusting your intuition. All right. All right. So let's see what we have here. Don't forget, you guys can also throw out questions about angels and spirit guides while we do readings today as well. I want you guys to learn as much as you can about working with angels. Okay. Be right back. You're listening. Great, Kira. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lois. I appreciate you as well. You may not appreciate me so much if I have to pull my cat off the table one more time. Angie Berry. Hello, my dear. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Any to Earth there. Okay. So when you guys ask your questions today, great to see you, Angie. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Kwesi, I meant to turn on music too. Oh, well, too late for today. Okay. So just searching through here. If you guys, if you guys have something, please do me a favor. Those of you who listen to me, hi, Susan Robin, Diane Materna, great to see you. Ann Manfield, welcome. Happy Tuesday. So if you guys will do me a favor, Allison Stone, Deborah Chapman, great to see you. It's, you see, Tanaya, your name's, it's Tanisha. Oh, I almost called you Tanisha, but then I was like, no, that's not right. I lived in Glasgow, Scotland, so I understand the difficulty there. I should have gotten that, but I did not. So when you guys are asking for a reading today, please be specific. In Illinois, awesome. The reason is because Miami, Florida, welcome. Hey, homie. Hey, Kawizi. So we'll start with you, Kawizi. So I just want to ask you guys, please be specific. Can I do just flat cold readings? Absolutely. Would I rather get to more people and spend the time that Spirit has to communicate those details to me and just have you specifically tell me what you want when it's a free online reading? Yes, please do that, because then, you know, it's like a lot of times you go to a reader and they want a picture or photograph or an item from someone. I don't need those things either, but it does help to connect the energy more quickly. And it makes your time more worthwhile that I'm going to spend on you, because then Spirit doesn't have to take the whole time trying to tell me that. All right. So let me tie this in, Kawizi. You know, again, I don't get anything new from your dad other than he's coming and saying he's proud of you. He knows you want to hear from him, all the time, like on a daily basis. And I think that, not sure why, sorry, I just had a thing pop up here on Facebook. It's not showing one of my things live. That's weird. Okay, I'll take care of that later. I just have to close it off my screen so I can see you guys. All right. He doesn't really have anything new other than, he says he's really proud of you. And, today is about angels. And so, he asked me to show you how that relates to your family with you and angels. And I think this is pretty magnificent, Kawizi, because he knows you want to hear something new. But again, just for everyone who hasn't heard this before, one of the differences to talking to our loved ones on the other side is that here we interact and we talk with them, on a daily basis. Like I might say to my husband 100 times, did you take the trash out? Did you take the trash out? We have to interact like that a lot. But with Spirit, because they don't have an ego, they only deal with what's most significant for your progress. That doesn't necessarily mean to keep you out of pain even. It means for your progress. That means your spiritual growth and awakening, first and absolutely foremost, okay? So if you get on, and I love reading for you, Kawizi, I don't mind reading for you every time, but, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, my ego sometimes feels like I'm disappointing you guys if you're on wanting to hear from people all the time, because they don't always have something new. Tonight, your dad, I asked him, well, can you share something in regards to angels so that we can give Kawizi something new? And, he says, look, he's so proud of you, and he really wants you to, as you awaken your power, to really learn to connect and decipher between like him and your grandmother and your angels and your spirit guides, because that's going to help you practice your power. Okay, Kawizi? He's showing me your guardian angel, and I am just like drooling. Your guardian angel is absolutely incredible and is taking on such an old ancient persona. I see white and I see gold and I see like a bright teal robe. I mean, guys, yeah. So when we see the robes on angels, when we see their wings, first of all, that's their auric field. That's their aura. Okay. Angels are they're just a whole different level than we are. There's different levels of angels, but if we're really talking about ethereal angels, like we're talking about here on our angel therapy cards and stuff, the archangels, etc. It's just such a bigger, we're all God source energy, but it's such a bigger energy you can't even imagine unless you've experienced it. They come to you and they can allow you to experience this cross universal. I mean, they're vaster than universes. It's just incredible. But yet they can come right down and meet with you, right? In so many ways. So yours, Kawezi, is just, oh my God, like almost like deep but light brown, like just glowing eyes, just magnificently beautiful, bright and shiny, this gorgeous ebony skin, this long white robe with gold trim and all this bright aqua. And here's the other magical thing, guys, about angelics and their cloaks. They're alive because they're energy. So the cloak, you're actually seeing that the angels, the robes you're seeing the angels wear is actually energy. It moves. It's not like, this art, the fabric, my fabric scarf feels amazing, but it's not like the other side. What we wear on the other side, what the angels wear, it's just, it's pure moving energy. It's phenomenal. So, he is magnificent. And, he's coming to you and he's holding out a chapter of Akashic records to you, Kawezi. But he's basically saying is he's showing me this ancient energy. I mean, he comes across as just like if he was a person, he'd be like, would have been someone that lived thousands of years ago. And this beautiful musical voice. And he's like, look here, he's like handing you this book. And he's saying, take what you know and what you think about and what you try to figure out and what you're trying to manifest and learn how to make it concrete. What he's showing me, Kawezi, is one of the reasons you're here and one of the reasons you chose to work through music is to understand for you the relationship between your dreams and your thoughts and your visions and physical manifestation. You're here to learn to intentionally manifest. And they want you to really start learning your power of choice and taking that action. Okay. And this is true for all of you guys. The last step is taking action. But your dad today was like, look, it's time you really know who your guardian angel is. And actually, your dad is telling me something else, Kawezi, and then I will leave you with this. And this is amazing. I don't know if he ever shared this with you, but he just told me, I said, why did you want to introduce him to his guardian angel today, and have him visit and such? And your father said to me that he saw your guardian angel standing over you when you were a baby. He said he walked in the room. And I don't know if anyone ever told you this. Maybe you should ask your mom if he ever mentioned it to her. He says he kept it pretty private. But he walked in your room and there was this guardian angel, your guardian angel, standing over you with his hands straight down by his side, looking at you, blessing you as a baby and letting you see him, letting you as a baby see him. So it will be imprinted in your nervous system and your cosmic memory. This is amazing. I've never had a loved one on the other side come to me and share this. But if I were you, I would begin with gratitude, because gratitude is the key to abundance. Gratitude is the key to anything and everything. And as Eckhart Tolle says, if you only were to say thank you and apply gratitude, it would be the only prayer you ever need. That means in simply applying gratitude, more will come from this. Okay? More will come from this. So I send you with your magnificent guardian angel, which I'm absolutely honored to have met. I'm blown away here. Like I said, I was drooling. He's amazing. And really get to build that relationship. Okay. Yes, you have been manifesting music. Wow. Yes, because you chose this. You brought this with you. Okay. This is amazing. Let's see here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna hold on a second here. I'm just scrolling up to see if there's anything else Kawizi said here. All right. Yes, your angels love you. Yes, they do. Guys, angels are like their unconditional love. That gives them a lot of power. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Oh, we have a lot of mediumship messages today. Okay, fantastic. All right. Kawizi, I'm going to send you off to your guardian angels. Thank you for letting me start things off with you today, dear. Thank you for always joining me. Guys, I'm going to scroll up and start you guys and get to as many as I can today. I want to, let's see, Lois says, yes, I'd love to know who my spirit guides are too. I've been drawn my gatekeeper before, and I've been told he's called John, and if there's any way to hear from my dad or a family friend, Michael. Okay, great. So let's do the mediumship readings. Lois, I would recommend, I know you've tried to do my Meet Your Spirit Guides like 3 times. If you can make it to the May 30th one, please just email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. And, you know, you have my email, and let me know you'd like a space. I do have very limited spaces. So if you're not going to make that, don't sign up. Leave that open for someone else. But, you know, you're welcome to try and join us again. It's a phenomenal experience. It's only the very beginning. But it gets you off to a good start to get validation from your spirit guides, to really learn how they try to communicate with you, and to learn how to connect with them so you can really build that relationship. Okay, so I'd love to have you, Lois, if you'd like to join that. All right, so let's see, let's tune into, all right, gatekeeper. That's a whole different cool subject. Let's see. So let's tune into your dad. Let's ask your dad and your friend Michael to come and join us here. And I'm going to scroll down here to see if... You're welcome, Kawizi. Guys, I'm starring you, okay? Laura Lou, Charlene, welcome. You'll definitely join. Okay, awesome. I'll put you on the list then, Lois, and we'll get you in there, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with your dad and Michael here. So there's a lot of souls here. Let's make sure we have the right ones, because some of them are wanting me to do reverse readings today. And their energy is coming through together. Although not fully defined visually, they are coming through energetically. There's like a to show me and represent some series of trauma. There is they are dragging like this heavy piece of fabric to represent trauma. My husband's coming to come in. He doesn't know I'm on here, so they're probably going to bark for a minute. So Lois, sorry, I didn't tell you, Tom. Sorry, guys, it's not my husband's fault. He didn't know. I spontaneously decided to do readings down here right where all the excitement happens, and I apologize, but I needed to do that. Okay, so they're dragging this fabric of trauma with them, Lois. And it's either trauma associated with them, or it's trauma associated with someone close to them and in their family. And I'm having a side conversation and asking them who, they probably came with you, Amanda. Okay. Well, we'll have to see. So let me share this with you. I was actually just telling this to someone on a discovery call today. And I am not, so guys, when I get on here, I'm just very transparent with you guys about stuff. And in my Awakening Your Intuition program, my clients learn this. I am not here to serve your ego. I'm here to serve spirit, right? So I have long since gotten over caring whether you guys think I'm right or I'm wrong in a reading. The reason is because I'm here to serve spirit, not my ego and not yours, right? So if something doesn't make sense to you right away in a reading, give it time to unfold, because especially if there is or has been trauma, like if I see hundreds of souls right now and then countless energies behind them moving forward, that pretty much follows me through my day. But there's a lot more of it that comes when I do readings, right? I invite them to show up. But please understand, if soul comes in and they're not super clear to me in detail, maybe that takes them a while to show themselves fully, or I'm not getting a strong read on them, it's them having trouble coming through to me, because if there's trauma associated lingering with the family or with them, which they would have let go of when they went to the other side, but it doesn't mean that they don't want or need to close it up here, right? So if there's still some trauma there, or you guys went through a trauma before or with their passing, I kind of have to fight my way through, and they have to fight their way to me, and I have to fight my way through to them, right? So we can get more clarity. So sometimes that means sort of a scavenger hunt until we get down to specific things, because the first thing they want you to know, everyone, is that they're here and that they love you, and to validate that. And then if there's a more important message than that, they will share it. And oftentimes it is to help with the trauma. Okay. I'm seeing so many people here, and it's all swirling around both of them, and they've come together. Now, the first thing they want you to know, Lois, both of them, is that both of them are at peace on the other side. That's the first thing. Okay. There's no trauma within them and their souls. They got to have their life review. They understand from everyone's perspective involved what everybody went through before and after their passing. Okay. It's unconditional love and forgiveness. And for those people that think, well, why do psychic mediums always say that? Why do they always tell us, oh, everything's great and wonderful on the other side? Well, there are versions of that, yes, because infinitely everything is okay and every soul is safe. It does not mean they do not have things to learn. Okay. So I see quite possibly both of them. Okay. So So Michael, we'll start with him, or go back and forth, whatever they want me to do. I'm looking at what they're showing me now, so I'm not looking at the screen. That's why. So Michael is showing me that there was some feelings around him with family or with him before his passing of sort of things that he didn't know if he should share, that were private to him, that he was maybe ashamed of or regretted or was sad about, even though he tried to be the best person he could. He says now he realizes the things he was concerned about weren't really anything that he did badly. They were just things that he was trying to assess for himself, that he kept deeply private. And he thinks that some of those things, are still things that his loved ones and family members carry. And he was very grateful for the friendships that he had in and with you and your family. Okay, very grateful for that. And there's a gentle kindness there. And what he's showing me is that his journey right now, remember, they're outside of time and space, but in his afterlife journey, his focus on those who still remain is to help them also overcome, forgive, and let go things that they need to, and to really do the best he can to help his loved ones and everyone whose paths he crossed to find the greatest peace and resolution they can in their life. Okay. And this is interesting, and it's not uncommon that once we depart from this world, we are helping others to that we have interacted with to complete their journeys as well. Okay. Your dad wants to thank you for inquiring about them. He is also at peace. He's showing me not necessarily the family position, but he's showing me a lot of different human energy still living, swirling around in his energetic field. Lois says, good, that's great. My mom was his best friend, always with him. Hope that's for her too. Yes, absolutely. From Michael, yes. That is, it's for all of those who were friends with him, who loved him, who supported him, who was in his inner circle. So absolutely. And he will continue to do that, to help her and those in his life find peace and forgiveness and letting go for the things they need, not just the things that related to him, but that was one of the focuses in his life, he said, was making peace with things as it came his way. And he shows me his level of success with that. Okay, so yes, absolutely, with your mother, yes. Now, your dad is showing me a lot of different energies around you, different ages, male and female. He's showing me a lot of movement, activity, changes, family activity. He's showing me, and he's telling me to put forth to your family. And thank you guys for liking this, by the way, and loving it. It helps people find Veronica's page and my psychic medium page down there as well for other people who may need help. Okay. He's showing me that, well, what he's saying is everything is going to be just fine. That's the phrase he's using. Everything is going to be just fine. Everything is as it should be. He says everything is as it should be. Now, he is showing me a church. He's showing me what appears to be a Catholic church. And, big, beautiful, like, like the altar in the front, kind of a beautiful, like this kind of like an arch type shape. Very peaceful. He's showing me, so is there, hi, Crystal, welcome. He's showing me a prayer. He's showing me a Catholic church. So whoever this is representing with their Catholic faith, with the prayers, with the church, he just wants to validate and verify and say, I am at peace. I am okay. All is well. There is no trauma on this side. There is nothing but peace over here. Okay? And he says, although this means something different to him now, for those who are asking, and those who have been worried, and those who have been going to church, and those who have been praying, and those who have been wondering, is he with Jesus? Yes. He says, yes. Yes, I am with Jesus, but it is not what you think. It's way better. There isn't the limitations that religion puts on that relationship, that it puts on requirements of us. He says they aren't there. It's simply about being conscious. It's simply about forgiveness. He says it's simply about unconditional love. He says if you have to show this video to those who would believe and would receive, please do so. He says the journey and the partnership with Jesus is not what our family thought. It doesn't have those stipulations. It doesn't have those limitations. All is well, and we are received, he says, in unconditional love. He is showing me that there are some members of the family that are concerned about their own passing, Lois, that are fearful of this, that are not only fearful for him and have been praying, that are concerned for themselves, and they try to be the best people they can. But he wants you to know, he wants them to know Lois, there is nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Crystal says, I appreciate how you explain things. It makes so much sense. Thank you, Crystal. I am so glad, because I'm translating countless vibrational frequencies, and it comes in condensed. It has to be expanded. So I'm glad to know the messages are coming through. Lois says, yes, thank you. And I like as it should be. I was going to ask about my path. Yes, I see the altar. His family is Catholic. I reckon his close sister. Yes. Yes, it's definitely a woman energy, middle-aged or older female. And he's showing me the church through her eyes, actually, and this constant need to feel that she has to be there to pray for him, but also for herself. He's showing me she has a lot of fear in regards to making sure she does the right thing, that she's a good Catholic, that she's doing right by Jesus. Is she going to be there too? And he just wants the family to know there is nothing to fear. It is not what you think. It is unconditional love beyond what you could possibly imagine. Okay. So let's see. He says he must be in their prayers very often. They're not very spiritual. Yes, he is. He is. But really, what he's showing me, Lois, is they're more concerned really about themselves. And don't be fooled, Lois. Do not be fooled. As people, in a mediumship way, yeah, well, so what you don't want to be fooled about, they don't have to be spiritual. It's amazing what happens to people when they lose someone. They begin to have a concern about them, and or when they start to be concerned for their own mortality. I have had clients and relatives, loved ones, friends, relations, whom were all but literally atheist. And as soon as they began to age or feel for their own mortality or had health problems, all of a sudden they were like, I believe in Jesus. I believe in, or whatever it was. I have some sort of spiritual belief, right? It doesn't matter. Those things are all labels for us. It does not matter. Religion is man-made. You guys will hear me say that. Love me or hate me. It is human-made. Source is real. But our identification with it, the labels we give it, the images we give it, those are ours. Those are our mind. Okay? What we need is a human. What your dad is saying, Lois, is that the reality is so much greater than this. The reality is so much greater than this. And even those who are atheist or agnostic or say they believe in nothing, we all wonder, where did we come from? It's human nature. Where are we going? Is there anything greater? Can I make a difference? Everyone wonders that. And usually if you don't see that, you will often have people that are very depressed, suicidal, because when you believe there is nothing beyond this, when there is, you are creating your soul to be stagnant. And here's something Dr. Wayne Dyer shared that I love to share in Angels in Action. Dr. Wayne Dyer shared that the soul is always moving. It has to grow and expand. That is the nature of the soul. This is Dr. Wayne Dyer now. Okay. And he's right. It is the nature of the soul. Constant expansion. So if you are in a human body and you believe that there is nothing, that when you die, there is no death, everything goes black. I don't know what you think happens to the energy in your body, and all energy is conscious. So I don't know what people think about that. But if you believe that, then you are stagnating your energy, your very life flow. Of course, you're going to be depressed and suicidal. Of course, you're going to be pessimistic. Okay? So may this breathe life back into your family. They are fine. There's nothing to heal for them. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Crystal Lee. But for those still in this world, his sister, the energies floating around him, there is still healing to be had. And he is there for that. Okay. So Lois, before we close up, I'm going to, you had another question. Hold on here. Let's see. You wanted to ask about your path. So here's what you need to do to find out more about your path. You need to actually come to meet your spirit guides. I've been waiting for you to do that for months. You may want to look into the Awakening Your Intuition program that I have. Maybe not. I also want to share from the angels before I go on to the next one in regards to that, because our New Age spiritual and reading community is obsessed, and it is encouraged by this New Age spiritual community, and I'm not a big fan of that, but obsessed with what is our life purpose. Okay, right. Well, because we all want to have a life purpose, right? We all want to have that. But here's the thing. Sometimes your life purpose is unfolding and revealing itself in process. Sometimes you don't know it in one single thought and answer. So begin changing the questions that you ask. It's not just, what is my path? You need to first sit down and say, okay, do I feel in alignment? You're always on your path, guys. I hate to tell you, I know that bursts a lot of bubbles. You cannot get off your path. Your life is your path. Find that book, Your Life is Your Path. Can't remember the author. Amazing book. I've recommended it to clients for years. You are your path. So the question is, are you in alignment? What direction are your choices taking your life path? And since you designed your life here, what do you choose next? What resonates with you? And usually what we did as a child, what we loved as a child before we were brainwashed out of that, is what's most in alignment for us. Okay. That's from your angels, Lois. I hope that answers your question. Okay. All right. Hello, Nicole. All right. So let's see. I'm going to answer this, and then I'm going to go on to the next one. I have a couple other people here. Hi, Deborah Chapman. I've got you guys all start, okay? Yes, it definitely does take so much. Oh, wait, that's not it. I thought there was another. Oh, here it is. What's the time for the 30th? Oh, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Saturday the 30th. Meet your spirit guides. If you guys are interested in that or you like this, please go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page down here. You can see the event. You can see the testimonials for it. Some of them, I haven't gotten them all posted. But you have to email larkinsreadings@gmail.com if you want to participate, okay? All right, let me go back up here. I'm trying to get these in order, guys, the best I can, okay? Let's see here. Let's see. Tanisha, are you still there, please? Let me know, Tanisha. Are you still there? And then I want to get to these mediumship readings, guys. There's a lot of souls here tonight, and there's a lot of mediumship questions people are having. So I want to get to that. Let's see if Tanisha's here. Hey, Amanda, you're there. Great. Okay. So for future reference, bless all your hearts and all of those of you under the age of 40 years old. Please, 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 please use proper English if you can. Okay? Because for me, as a writer and an editor and being over 40 years old, when I look out and I see I-N-O, I have to keep rereading. I don't know what you guys are even asking. Please use punctuation. Just please do me that favor, at least when you're on with my readings, okay? I'm not picking. Most of the time, people just write a long strand of words, and I want you to understand English is the way it is for a reason, and it has meaning when you use punctuation and when you spell correctly, okay? It has totally different meaning. So I might miss what you're asking. I know I'm failing, okay, and letting people down at the moment, but I am never going to make them proud of me. Okay, so For those of you who don't know, I'm also a mindset coach and mindset mentor and manifesting coach. Okay. So I'm going to combine, I'm asking your angels and spirit guides to help me with this. And I'm going to combine how they've been trying to guide you. Okay. Guys, don't forget, make your questions specific so it saves time and I can get to more people. Okay. So first of all, Tanisha, I'm going to answer your questions as Spirit is sharing with me, some in the form of questions, because they want you to think differently about this. Okay. First of all, you guys need to learn. If you don't want to suffer like this, Tanisha, you don't have to work with me. Go work with somebody else, or join my Awakening Your Intuition program or my mindset program. But you guys have got to learn the power of your choices, and your spirit guides have been trying to help you with this, Tanisha. They want you to understand the power of your thoughts and your words, and that you choose the meaning of your thoughts and your words, the meaning of everything anybody does or says to you. You are prisoner to the meaning. You are supposed to choose the meaning, and we are raised not to believe that. We are raised not to know that. It takes me 3 years sometimes just to get my mindset clients to start living that way. When you say, I know I'm failing, letting people down, don't ever use that phrase again. Your spirit guides have been going like, whoa, stop. Do not ever, they are saying, do not ever talk negatively and badly of yourself. Do not. I have been coaching for 16 years and helping people transform their lives and build confidence. And I can tell you, your spirit guides are right. Do not ever talk that way and put yourself down. If you are failing, you cannot fail unless you quit. You can make mistakes. But I want you to really, your spirit guides have been trying to get you to see that you are judging yourself based on other people's expectations. Do you get that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Your spirit guides have been they're showing me, they've been following you around, like pulling on the bottom of your shirt, tapping you on your back, throwing signs in front of you. They're literally throwing roadblocks in front of you, Tanisha, trying to get your attention. You are measuring your success or your failure based on other people's standards of you. That's none of their business. And their standards of you is none of your business. And your spirit guides are showing me, they're like, thank God you're here, Larkin, because they've been doing this. Stop the bus, Tanisha. Stop the bus. Okay, you said you felt somebody pull tug on your t-shirt the other way. No way, that was them. Like, was that you dudes? They're like, yeah, you got 3 of them. At least 3 of them that are here. Come to my Meet Your Spirit Guides on the 30th. I only have a couple spots left. Get to know for yourself. I'd rather you hear this for yourself from them. But they do not want you to have the negative self-talk. You are giving your power away. Do you realize that? I don't think you do. You are giving your power away. Reclaim that power. First of all, your peace of mind should not be dependent on whether someone else is proud of you or not. You shouldn't care. It should not matter at all if someone else is proud of you or not. And when you reach a point where you know how you feel about yourself is all that matters, you know that you've been pulling your power back. Okay? This is really, really important. And you saw Robin. Awesome. Yes, they're trying to get through to you. But they want you to stop in your tracks. And what they want you to stop, Tanisha, is they want you to stop the negative self-talk, the negative self-judgment. They want you to stop measuring yourself by other people's standards. Do you know what? You're right about something. They're telling me right now, tell her, but she's right. And here's what you're right about. There will never be pleasing them. Do you know why? Because the context of their attitude and their relationship to you is based on the fact that people can't please them. And do you know why? Spirit guides are telling me right now. You want to take a guess? Because they're not proud of themselves. And here's another trick for all of you. When Kathleen, you have to give me a specific question. I'll get to as many people as I can, okay? Right now, we're in an intense reading for Tanisha. So put a specific question in the comments, please, okay, Kathleen? Here's the thing, Tanisha. When you can never please someone and someone is judging you and putting you down and has, standards where you feel like you're failing, why are you still in their circle? Why are you giving them the time of day? Why are you giving them your power? Stop caring about that. You can say to them, whatever the case may be, you can say to them, well, thank you for sharing your opinion. And that's it. Don't say anything else. Don't defend yourself. Don't explain yourself. They deserve no explanation. Do we understand this? So take your focus off of those people. Stop spending your time and attention with those people. Create your own standards for yourself and pay no mind to them. Okay? The most powerful people and liberated people on the planet do exactly what I just told you. Don't give them the power to run your life. Okay? So this is very, very important. All right? So Tanisha, I'm going to send you with your spirit guides and your angels. I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you come sign up for my Meet Your Spirit Guides event on the 30th of May. And here's my email, larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Oh, did I screw it up again? I did. Hold on a minute. larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Please email me because that's how people are registering. And so if you can make that, it's at noon. And come meet your spirit guides for yourself so we can start to help you take your power back. Okay? And thank you for showing up today. Your spirit guides are super excited. Pay attention to them. If they're tugging on you, throwing things in front of you, all that kind of stuff. Hi, Pam Stewart. You need to, pay attention to those things. Pay attention. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Guys, I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can, okay? Scrolling down here to my next starred event reading. Okay, let's see here. Want to try to get to these mediumship readings, guys. If I don't get to you today, I will be back on live on Wednesday for lessons and learning and readings with Larkin. That's tomorrow. And Friday, I'll be on for Furball Friday, okay? Let's see here. Welcome, Nicole. Thank you for joining us first time live. Woohoo! Let's see. The body, face, two peoples. Air Junior Send. I'm not sure what your question is. Guys, try to make your comments as eligible as possible, okay? Let's see. Amy Jones Cover, are you still there? Amy Jones Cover, are you still there? Oops. Uh-oh. Let's see if Amy's still there. Guys, I'm trying to do these in the orders I got them. That was an amazing reading, Kawizi. Thank you. It was. Spirit's really coming through. But guys, at least in my reading, if you don't want practical guidance and advice and to know how you can be empowered, then you shouldn't be on here. Because that's what Spirit wants to give you. Unfortunately, it looks like people log off. They get bored. I don't call them fast enough, or they have to go somewhere and they get off and then they're not there. So that's a shame because I just called on Amy, but it looks like she's not there. So, all right. Let me scroll back up. Sorry, Amy. I wish you were still on here, sweetie. All right, let's go to the next one here. Julie Joanne Burkle. What a cool name. Are you still there? Julie Joanne Burkle, are you still with us? Guys, you got to kind of hang on there. And then if the reading isn't for you, a lot of times your loved ones, your angels and spirit guides will come through for you in somebody else's reading. So if you're just commenting away, trying to get me to read for you while I'm reading for someone else, make sure you're paying attention because there might be something for you. Okay. Let's see if Julie's here. Yay, Julie, you're here. Awesome. Welcome. Good to see you. If you have time, I was wondering how my brother is. I'm missing him desperately and want him to be a happy soul. Okay, let's see here. So let's see. Happens every time you're still there. Awesome. All right, so let's first verify and validate. There are a lot of souls here right now coming through. So right now he's coming to me probably like, I would say in his 30s, with like a white, looks like a white shirt, kind of casual and V-neck, short hair, kind of like, looks like a dark sandy blonde or a real light like brown, like a soft color, straight hair. It looks like receiving guidance from someone else's messages. LGs, yes, very powerful. Let's see. And sorry guys, I know I sound like I'm ADD. Amanda, you cracked me up. And also, did he have, I just want to confirm who, the right souls with the right person here. Julie, did he ever wear or have like light, like a thin, look like, it doesn't matter what age he was, Julie. They come to us in spirit in whatever age they liked themselves best, or maybe that you remembered them at their best. Sometimes they come to us the age that they passed, but most often they come to us, appearing younger. They all sort of appear younger in spirit anyway. So I'm just showing you, okay, then that's not him. There's a man in his 30s. So let's pan this out here. There's a man in his 30s with sort of sandy, dark blonde or brown hair that has thin metal rimmed glasses, slender and straight hair. So maybe he's paving the way for your brother to come through. But that young man stepped through. Guys, if you're not relating to that, Julie, if that resonates with someone else, we could be looking at a reverse reading here. Please let me know, okay? Please let me know. That's okay, Stacy. Good to see you. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to ask that young gentleman to step aside. And ask your brother to move in instead. Looks like he was about 3 souls back. So, Julie, was your brother the type of guy that just sort of was like, go ahead, there you go. You next. It looks like he was about 3 souls back. So I'm asking the first young gentleman to step to the side. It looks like we have a reverse reading there. So we'll go back and handle that shortly. Sometimes, guys, that's the only way other souls can come through, is if they sort of piggyback and invite one in, and then that soul sort of invites or pushes someone else forward. If there's blocks with the people that other soul came with, sometimes that happens. So that's fine. So, Julie, let me know if you can feel, if you are facing me, Julie, it looks like your left hand, your brother is showing me reaching out and taking your hand and squeezing your hand. So let me know if you can feel that. He's showing me that he's been trying to come through and speak to you. And it seems as though you are sensing that. I'm glad you understand. I like to explain to you guys what I'm experiencing so you know, because there's limitless amount of vibrations that I have to contend with. And it's like translating countless languages at once. The other thing is it comes in condensed, Julie. It comes in condensed. So a lot of times it's like kind of like a Gia pet. As I engage with the souls, the energy will sort of pop out and it unravels, right? This happens quite often. He does want to come through, actually. You're saying he might want to come through. He does actually want to come through, Julie. He's actually showing me that any blocks there are on the side of those who are living. He says he wanted to come through because he wanted to let everyone know that he was okay. And that he was delightfully surprised once he was free of his body, which guys, our bodies feel a lot like heavy wetsuits. He says it was a whole new world that was familiar. He was back to it being familiar. And he says he does want to come through, and he's been trying to come through. But he's saying it has been difficult, that there have been some energetic blocks that he shows me have not been on his end. They've been on the earth end. And I believe that it's not necessarily a conscious thing. I believe that it's a subconscious thing. He's also wanting to say he's sorry if he has not been able to get through the way that perhaps would have been obvious or comforting, although it's really not on his end. I'm telling you that. I'm adding that in, not him. He says he really has been trying hard. And please know and trust him that he's going to try to get through. He loves you and he thanks you for coming. He also says that it's brave of you to be coming up and asking loved ones to come forward. Because he says we never know when we're in the earthly plane what we're going to find. So there is dog energy around him right now. One. And there is an older gentleman that looks like they passed. Now, they're outside of time and space, but from what he's showing me, looks like he passed a while back. It looks like it might be an uncle or a great uncle energy or something. He says there were questions or mysteries surrounding his passing. He's also showing me notebooks or journals or diaries. So if there is, hey, Stacy, so I'm not sure if these are private journals. He's not showing me if they're private journals or if there are notes that were being taken, but sort of gave insight into personal life. I don't know who it was in the family. I'm not sure if they're theirs or if it is the gentleman who had mystery surrounding him. He is bits and piecing things together for me, Julie. It's not clear one big picture. He's bits and piecing, so I'm trying to piece it together. He's also showing me like a chest or a trunk that had been stored. And he said it's sort of been this trunk or this chest had sort of been neglected, kind of passed around, kind of forgotten, and then discovered. He's saying that the older gentleman who appears to be an uncle energy is also okay and at peace, and that everything is fine and as it should be. To not worry about the mystery or the questions surrounding his passing, that all is well. And he's still showing me these journals or these books. It's not like, I don't know which they are. I mean, I guess some people say diaries and journals are the same. They kind of are. Some sort of a log of things. The other sort of like your personal take or emotion on certain things. And what he's saying is that it's okay for them to be read. So whoever read them or got into them and was maybe feeling guilty or bad and wondering, was it okay to read them? Was it okay to learn and go through things? It's okay. He's like, look, he's laughing. He's like, look, we're on the other side. It's all good. Let's see. And then let's see here. Oh, the notes. Thank you. I just hope he's okay. Our uncle passed. Yes, diaries. Okay. Oh, you showed his ex-girlfriend. Okay. So, yes, the box thing, a case. Okay. So, hi, Shannon. Welcome. So, you showed his ex-girlfriend. Okay. So, that validates for me. She's the one then. That's the feminine energy I felt that's feeling, at least had a little bit of question of, should she have read them? Was it okay? And he's saying yes. Yes, because he was showing me the energy of sort of like questionable, like, should I really have been reading these? Should I have had access to these? And he's saying it doesn't matter now. Yes, it's fine. Yes, his ex read them. She said part of her still loved him. Yeah. So yeah, so that's important, and that's going to help him to be able to come through a little more easily, Julie. What I find happens, and just so that you all know, as you can see how I had to work my way through, I had to keep inviting him and welcoming him and validating with you, giving you something, validating, so we could build a bridge. This often happens when people here in this world have fear or regret or are so sort of really traumatized in a way of feeling there's unfinished business or things are questionable. And so, I'm taking you through that process so you can see that actually happens. And you can see now he's opened up more, and now the reading is starting to flow better. Likewise, that's going to flow better for you guys as well. He's going to be able to come better to his girlfriend, who was his girlfriend. It's going to be able to come better. He's going to be able to come better through to you. And just know that when you guys talk to him, even if you don't feel that you're hearing back, he's there. Okay? He's there. He's present. And he loves you. Okay? Said she loved him. Yes. Yes. And he knows that. And he knows that. Okay. But all is well. I did want to mention, I know Kawizi, isn't that cool? I just want to comment on this before we go on to the next person. I'm just sad his life wasn't better because he had so much going for him. His response to that, Julie. Listen to this very closely, okay? He says, thank you for that. Thank you for wanting better for him. But he wants you to understand, we are not here just to have good lives. We're here for the expansion and evolution of the soul. He wants to remind you our life is so finite. And thank you for wishing that his life had been better. But what he wants you to know is his life is exactly what it needed to be, and based on his choices and what he needed to learn, both prior to his coming and during his life here. And he says that's what we're here for. We don't have to be happy all the time and have everything a great life in order to have fulfilled what we came to fulfill. He says, I am gone because I fulfilled what I came to fulfill. And he said, it's okay, because on the other side, it's all good. It really is all good, guys. We psychic mediums, when we say that, we're not making that up. Every soul is safe. We come here, as Abraham Hicks says, to experience contrast. We come here to have pain so we can experience pleasure and the lack of pain and understand how to expand our soul and give different meaning to it and make different choices. We come here to experience joy, which is who we are, in the midst of things that are difficult. We come here for the obstacles that are opportunities. So he wants you to understand this, okay? And he says, don't worry, because when you get to the other side, you're going to understand exactly what he's talking about. Okay. So, Julie, I want to thank you for letting me read for you, and thank you for your patience in allowing us to work through that project. Okay. Let's see here. Hi, Angie Thomas. Guys, I'm going to go back with who I have starred first. Do you go direct? Well, yeah, absolutely. You guys, I don't know where all this reader stuff comes from, that readers think they need guides to do readings. Why? If I'm going to call you, am I going to call 2 other people so I can have them play telephone with you? It's hard enough to translate. It's compressed. It's crazy. I have to put piece things together. They give me colors and things like that. They can't always give you, sometimes they do, sometimes they can, but they can't always give you an exact address. Or sometimes they'll give you parts of a name or symbols that represent a name. You got to figure out that they're trying to give you a name. So, absolutely. How else would you do it? I don't, all these people in these classes where they're being told to use their guides. Why would you do that? Your spirit guides are there to help guide you, make good decisions, encourage you, support you, help you make practical life decisions. Say, whoa, when you're heading in a not so good direction. Your angels are there to inspire, guide, protect, and surround you. Move things around when they have to. Go direct. Absolutely, go direct. Do you know who you are with? Well, yeah, absolutely. Of course. Okay. So, let's see here, guys. I've got you guys started. I'm trying to get through as many as I can, but as you all know, I didn't mean to say I'm spoiled. I'm thorough. Not I'm spoiled. I'm thorough. Okay. Let's see. Lois says, I get so much sitting here listening to these, whether I get a reading or not. Mwah! Awesome. I love it. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can, okay? Let's see here. Hold on. I've got to get a couple up here, then I'll work my way down. Guys, if you just know that if you pop off and I call on you, you're going to miss your reading. Okay, so just know, I asked to see if you're there first, because people get busy or they get bored or I'm not moving fast enough or they got to go make dinner or whatever. Let's see. Nicole, glad you're catching me on live for the first time. Okay, here we have sparks. Here we go. Okay, I want to get to some more mediumship readings, so I'm going to answer your question real quickly. Elisa G's, are you still there? Elisa G's, are you still there? I'm doing great. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate that. Okay. No, you're fine. It's a great question, Stacia. Yes, you're there. Awesome. Okay. So Elisa G's, I'm going to be real quick about yours because I want to get to the mediumship readings, but I want to just answer your question quickly. Can I learn some details about my spirit guides? Yes. Come to the Meet Your Spirit Guides. You're going to get so much more out of Meet Your Spirit Guides, spending 3 to 4 hours with me where I hold space and your spirit guides will literally come to you and tell you how they try to get through to you, how many of them there are, what they're like, what their challenges are in getting through to you, what you need to do to have a closer relationship with them, how to start connecting with them and hearing with them on your own. Come to Meet Your Spirit Guides. You can find out for yourself. It's so much quicker than here. Right? It's so much more thorough. It's so much better. Right? We're doing angels in action today, so I'll zoom in with your guardian angel here for a second quick, and we'll get back to some medium. It's an awesome event, Kira. Awesome. I'm glad you love it. Send me your testimonial so more people can see that. Guys, I am trying to get to as many of you as I can, okay? All of you begging in the comments. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. There's just one of me. Okay. All right. So your guardian angel, Elise, immediately, as soon as I ask, show me something for you. Sorry, my lips are dry. Put lipstick on right here because they're dry. So Elise, you're say your name unless I'm reading it. Your guardian angel is just magnificently beautiful. She's actually wearing the most beautiful pink that I cannot describe here. I can't describe her here because she's just beyond, there's colors there, guys, I can see in my mind's eye that we can't see here, okay? And it's just the most magnificent, beautiful, like pale pink and white, and there's like gold and rose gold and everything on her beautiful robes. And she is just exuding constantly for you unconditional love. Unconditional love, Elisa G's. And she's telling me to please, please, please. Hold on, Angie, I'll let you know. You need to get back to your self-love. That's what she's showing me. She says she has been completely surrounding you, trying to help you get back to surrounding your love and back to loving yourself unconditionally. That means you mess up and you go, oh, okay, I'm going to learn from that mistake so I don't repeat it. That means you stop explaining yourself. That means you always question your choices but you stop second guessing yourself when you make a choice. Okay, you understand? And she's showing me, let me know that you understand what I'm saying, Alyssa G's, okay? You emailed me, awesome. All right. Angie Thompson, I'm gonna put this, let's see, hold on. Larkin's readings at gmail.com. If you want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, you need to email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. Okay. And if you have not done so already, you see down here, it's scrolling my Larkin Psychic Medium page. You need to like and follow that so that when you see my updates for the events and all the other cool stuff I'm going to have on there, or I'm live, you guys can see that. Okay. Especially if I don't get to you today and you want a reading from me. Okay. So your message, because I got to move on. I want to get some mediumship readings done. So your message is short and sweet here, but short and sweet and powerful. She loves you unconditionally. She is just absolutely pouring unconditional love on you. But she says it's got to come back from that little light inside. And she says, once you do that, everything in your life is going to shift. And that's what she's helping you with. Okay. Gratitude, guys, is the key to abundance. It's the most powerful thing. Please, 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 as Eckhart Tolle says, if the only prayer you ever said was thank you, do that. Do that. Get off of here tonight and be like, thank you to your guardian angel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't even have to say what you're thankful for. Just say thank you. Okay? Yes, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Let's see here. Shannon, I've got you starred. Let's see. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go up and do another couple mediumship readings. We'll see who has stayed on with me, okay? We'll see who has stayed on with me today and who's gotten off and who's stayed with us. Okay, here is a mediumship question. Awesome. Guys, if you want to learn more about mediumship, awakening and empowering your intuition, more about the metaphysical world and how to practically apply your intuition, schedule a discovery call and we will, you can learn more about my Awakening Your Intuition program. But that discovery call is also for anyone that feels stuck or helpless. If you guys go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page, listen to my video pinned to the top of the page. If you feel stuck and you need the next 3 steps of direction to take, you can schedule a discovery call. I only do 10 of those a week. It is not a sales call, but it can be if you really want to work with me or if I think you're a right match. I probably invite, I don't know, maybe 40% of the people that I do discovery calls with to work with me. But it's just a free way to spend 20 minutes really getting clear about the next 3 steps you need to make to create transformation or get direction, okay? Does my Nana know the secret word I whispered to her the day before she passed away? Let me see if your Nana's here. I'm not getting a word, so I may or may not get it. You might have to test this out on a different medium. Let's see if your Nana's here. Let's see. Your Nana is coming through. And Melissa, I want you to close your eyes for a minute. I've done this before where people have said, what sentence did I say? And it's come through, but she's not giving me a word right now. So it may or may not come through for me today. You may have to keep trying and eventually maybe someone it'll come through. But remember, guys, everything is condensed. It's not like speaking like we're speaking. So when you ask for a specific word or a sentence, I mean, I think it's amazing the times I have been able to do that, exact sentences people have said to people or whatever. Everything has to really be in alignment, especially between the soul and the person, and then the reader. because their vibration doesn't come through as the same words we actually say. So they have to drive it through and into our heads and exude the feeling. And then sometimes we'll get a word for word. But a lot of times that word for word comes through image and feeling. So Melissa, if you go and you keep going from reader to reader asking this, you may hit the jackpot. The timing might be right. The reader might be right. Your energy might be right. But just know if it doesn't come through, it does not mean she's not there. It means that it's a different frequency. It's like translating an entirely different language. Okay. Let's see. So I want you to close your eyes, Melissa, for just a second. And I want you to feel her love around you. I want you to feel her giving you a big hug. This is what she's showing me, making me feel right now. And energetically, she's showing me brushing her hair, your hair behind your ear, and putting a beautiful little flower in there, right here. And giving you a kiss on the forehead. And the feeling that she's giving me, that she's exuding, is that she's so proud of you. She's so proud of you. If, as we get off later, she can get through that word to me, I will send it to you. It may just be a matter of perfect timing. But just don't assume that if she doesn't give us that word, it doesn't mean she's not there. Okay? She's there with you. All right. Wonderful questions. Hello, Star Wars. She was. I can feel that. And she's very, very proud of you, Melissa. She's very proud of you. Flowers is what you had in common. Yep. Well, so what she did was, hi, Ann Manfield. She tried to come through with what she could. She tried to come through with what she knew you would relate to and could get validation for. And the other thing she wants to remind you of, Melissa, is she says, soon. She said, I'll see you soon. It doesn't mean you're going anywhere, anything bad's going to happen to you. It's just a reminder that she is aware of how short your time is here. And outside of time and space, she's just reminding you you'll be back together. Okay. Let's see. I love her and always will. Of course you will. You guys are in the same soul family. You're always going to be connected. I planted Lily of the Valley in my flower bed. That's her birth flower. Oh my God. That's the little flower she put behind your ear. I was trying to figure out, identify what kind of flower it was. That's what it was. That's what she tucked behind your ear. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, thank her. I'm so grateful that she. Okay. You shared that. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. Here, sit down, please. Thank you. Sorry, babies. Okay. Sorry, I have little watchdogs. That's what happens when I choose to sit on the first floor of the windows, right? All right, guys. Thank you guys for liking this, because then more people can find Veronica's page and they can find mine. You miss your Nan too. I know, Shannon. So do I. I miss my Nan too. Hi, Elaine. I miss her totally. Oh, all of us, all of you that had so much luck, like so much love and got to connect with your grandmothers. You're so, so blessed. Okay, so let's see. I see you, Shannon. Let me see how much battery I have here. Oh, okay. So guys, I got a few more minutes and then I'm gonna have to get off because my computer is gonna die here. So let me scroll up here. Guys, if I do not get to you today, you can come back on Wednesday for lessons, learning, and reading with Larkin. Veronica has amazing readers on here. You can always get a reading with one of them as well. If I get a chance to come and look in comments and comment for you guys and help you out, I will. Let's see. So let's see. Shannon, are you still there? Yes, you are. I could really use hearing from my Nan. And this, at this tough time in my life is what I think you're saying. Hope you're well and thanks in advance. Love your earrings. They're very beautiful. Oh, I know. I love these. Aren't they? I wore them just for you guys. I thought you might like them. Okay. So let's see here. Go down and connect. I know you're there still, Shannon. Okay. Again, guys, hi Maggie. Guys, again, if I don't get to you, my apologies ahead of time, but come see me again Wednesday. I don't know what time Wednesday. It's probably going to be, hopefully it'll be 4 or 4:30. Okay. It depends on what the weather is, but I'll post it. All right. Let's tune into your Nan, Shannon. Yeah. I see this bright, like all of a sudden, all the other souls I'm seeing and talking to. I do, by the way, guys, at some point this week, we're going to have to do reverse readings because I got to find out who that young 30-year-old man with the white V-neck shirt belongs to. So thankful, honestly. I know, believe me, my Nana was my best friend too. So everybody else kind of like sort of the other souls there sort of faded some, and there's like this bright light, like golden bright colors and energy moving forward towards me. Now, Shannon, is this the littler grandma? Is this the littler Nan, the shorter one? Oh, good night, Deborah. Let me know if this is. I want to do some validation for which soul this is because I did have that young gentleman come in today that did not belong in the reading that was being asked for. So I want to verify it's the right soul. She's coming, really, I mean, dressed for a special occasion, Shannon. And this is a special occasion. Meeting up with her is a special occasion. Good night, Deborah. Your thing keeps popping up there. Shannon, I want to make sure this is the right person. Yep, you only had one that passed. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay. So she's dressed for this to be a special occasion. So she's also talking to me about a graduation. Is there someone that just graduated or is about to graduate? Did you earn something? Because she is talking about your great grandmother. Wait a second. Only had one. Okay, great grandmother too. Oh yeah. Okay, well, that's okay. It was just the one energy coming forth anyway. I was just asking because I wanted to validate her and her energy. Guys, there's so many souls that I want to make sure the right soul is going to the right person. This is what we do when we do reverse readings. But even when we don't do reverse readings, I want to make sure I'm honing in on the right one. Okay. All right. Well, you're going to have a milestone because she's talking to me about a milestone. She's talking to me about, and I'm going to stick to this no matter what you say, because spirit is right and spirit knows. She is showing me a milestone of moving up to the next level, of earning something, of graduating to the next level. She's showing me this. So if it's not happening now or it's not happened already, it's going to happen. Okay, because otherwise she wouldn't be showing me. Good night, Lois. Have a good evening. And she's showing me this is a very special occasion because you've come calling for her. And she knows you've been wanting to be in touch. Are you aware, Shannon, that she's coming to you both in your dreams and in the astral plane? She's showing me that you've been hoping that she will come and visit you. And she wants you to know that she's not letting you down, that she is coming and she has been visiting you. And she also says that she's very proud of you. And she says, hi, Anne, welcome. And she says, don't let life, it's not drag you down. It's not pull you down. It's not hold you down. It's like she doesn't want you to, as life goes on, she doesn't want you to she doesn't want you to let life, like, what is, I can't quite get the I'm trying to get the feeling she's trying to show me. It's like dampen your style, cramp your style. She's like, don't let life dampen your spirit or cramp your style, is essentially what she's saying. Okay, but it's like a feeling. It's not like a word for word thing. And she says she is your biggest cheerleader. And she's always there rooting you on. You said, yes, she sure has. Has once I asked for another dream. Okay. She sure has once I have asked for another dream. So, excuse me. She does come to you in your dreams and also the astral plane. She says it was easier to come to you then, because she says when she comes to come into your dreams, the energy has to be just right and open, right? Like you need to be like in theta state or in REM. And there are a lot of things that have to happen in order for you to know and remember, right? So you either wake up and remember right after she leaves. Okay, this is just what will happen. Or, for you to remember that. Otherwise, if you're in REM and you don't get woken up out of it, you won't remember it consciously. Okay, so she made sure that happened so you could remember and experience the dream, because you can have a visitation. The dream you're describing was actually a visitation, Shannon. She's also, she does continue to come to you in your dreams. You just don't always remember it. But that visitation, the actual visitation in the dream was the visitation she's had for your dreams, okay? now she's focusing more on the astral plane, because that's where you can go and visit her together. You guys can visit each other together. Okay. In other words, when your body's asleep and your mind is still, your energy can go focus on being in the astral plane with her, right? That's the plane between worlds. And that's where you guys hang out every single night, she says. Okay. Now she's telling you, let's see. She's telling her, okay, I love her endlessly. Now I'm going to ask you, why would I need to tell her? That tells me you're unaware how easy it is to communicate with her. When I started doing readings for Veronica, I asked Spirit. When people ask me how to go about the relationships once loved ones have crossed over, what should I tell them? And Spirit said to me, you tell them that their relationships have not ended. They have merely transformed. Your relationship has not ended. It is merely transformed. It is, and she knows how to get in and communicate with you, but we, still being in human form, we have to work harder to receive from them. So you have to work harder to receive from her, but you don't need me or any other reader. She observes you. She can see you. She can hear you, feel you. She knows your thoughts before you even say, I miss you. She knows what you're feeling. Okay. So please understand, hi, Christine, that you can talk to her freely whenever you want, and she gets it. The receiving challenge is on your side. Okay. And that's why you come to people like us. And it's challenging to try to get through from all different sorts of souls what they really want to say. Okay. But they're there. Now, she does want me to tell you she's going to stick with you no matter what. She says you have some cool challenges she sees coming in the next 2 to 3 years that are going to be uplifting and exciting and inviting and take your life to a whole new level. And maybe this is where the up leveling and the graduating and the earning and the going to the next plateau that she's talking about is going to be. Okay. She's also just showing me the month of September. Is the month of September significant to you, Shannon? She's showing me the month of September. She's just showing me September all the way across, like just showing me the image of September. Let me know if that's relevant to you, because somehow that is or is going to be significant. The month of September. And she wants you to know that when you think of her, she was already there. When you think of her, she was already there. And that's why you're thinking of her. Okay. December significant? Okay. Well, evidently September is going to be as well. She's showing me September. So highlight September as something significant is going to be happening in September. And then come back and let me know. Keep me posted. Okay. I love to follow up on what you guys are doing and how it's going. All right. Shannon, you're going to be able to actually connect to your grandma, to your Nan, more consciously now. All right. So I'm going to send you off with your Nan. Keep talking to her. Keep paying attention to the subtleties, because that's what psychic abilities are. And the more you pay attention to those, the stronger it's going to become, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to have to pop off. Please make sure you like this if you enjoyed and found value. Please join me on Wednesday for more readings. If you did not get a reading today, please don't forget to follow and like my Larkin Psychic Medium page. And if you want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides, you need to message me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. I am starving. My computer is now on red and it's about to die, so I have to let you go. But I will see you all around the same time tomorrow. And if you want to, did not get a reading today and you want a reading tomorrow, just join me then. Okay. All right, guys, have a great night and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.